What's up, my fellow Taurians? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment, Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Knowing that is a free way to support the channel as well as to connect me with you energetically to get you out more resonating readings. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel further, getting a personal reading, that is going to be down below, listed in the description box. And just thank you so much. It means the world to me, to anyone and everyone who has liked, shared, subscribed, commented, who has donated, is thinking about donating, who has gotten a personal reading, or who is thinking about getting a personal reading. You guys have truly changed my world. Just thank you. I want to send a shout out to all my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that allows me your most precious asset, your time. As always, it's an honor, a blessing, a privilege being here, giving you guys these messages. And my prayer, as always, is that any of the videos of mine that you happen to watch fall upon your heart in a way that reminds you to use your intuition, to use your discernment, to take back your power, and to make the decisions that serve your highest journey in this here, now, here moment. Today we are going down the rabbit hole with what would this person tell you if they could? What do they wish they could tell you? So just a trigger alert, they could be really positive messages. Sometimes they're not. So I'm just the messenger. I'm going to say it how it comes out. And yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Source, what would this person say? Wow. To Taurus if they could. So like based on that shuffle, guys, that was a weird ass shuffle. I feel like they're just feeling like tongue-tied when it comes to you, like they gave up a good chance. What would this person say to Taurus if they could? Like they understood that you cared deeply about them, but they had a lot of other issues going on that led them to doing and acting the way that they did. And they realize now that you help them open up to a deeper aspect of themselves, like seeing the truth about who they are or what's going on within. And that was not always easy for them. I'm getting a lot of Piscean energy coming through here. So you guys could be dealing with a Pisces, you know, you don't have to be. Or you guys could be cross-watchers, Pisces, you don't have to be. But that is the energy that's coming out. Very Neptunian, dreamy-like energy. Like this person, they just wish that, like, they wish that they could have gone further with you than they did. Alright? And now they don't know what to say. Now there's a million things I wish I could say, but none of them will convince you that I've changed. And none of them will convince you that I'm actually going to be there for you the way that I should have been there for you in the get-go. So I don't know what that means, but let's see what comes out in the cards, guys. Source, what would this person say to Taurus if they could? Thank you. What would this person say to Taurus if they could? What would this person say to Taurus if they could? Okay. Yeah. What would this person say to Taurus if they could? Wow. A lot of Scorpio and fixed sign energy already. So what would this person say to Taurus if they could? Did I say Scorpio? I meant Taurus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Taurus. What would this person say to Taurus if they could? Thank you. So let's see what's on the bottom here. Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, the Ace of Wands reversed, and the Emperor with the Popess upright. The Emperor's reversed. Look at all these reversals. Let me lay this out like right here. Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. So here's the deal. Like they are saying that they wish, like now they see the light. That's what I heard. Like with this, the Popess right here. It's like now I see the light. Right? But I didn't want to change. I didn't want to change from what I was doing. Like, they knew that they had an opportunity to love you deeply. Like, they knew that there was an opportunity here to grow. Not only emotionally, but taking action in the future. But they were being too stubborn. This is a very stubborn energy. Somebody that was very manipulative, used to getting their way. They'd been hurt before because they're dealing with the neglect. Like, this is neglect and abandonment energy coming out very much in the home. Like home energy coming through here, very Cancerian energy. So this could be a Cancer that you're dealing with, right? But, or you guys could have your 4th house in Cancer, or Cancer in 4th house, however that's said. I'm learning. So, yeah, but the thing is this person realizes that they couldn't, like, what they were asking of you to do, you couldn't do because you knew, you saw, you saw beyond the veil. You saw beyond the veil. And, you know, with that, it's like it upset them. It upset them that you saw them for who they truly were, and they tried to keep it from you, but they couldn't. Right? They couldn't keep it from you. You guys could be dealing with an Aries as well. You know? And so they ended up just trying to control how things played out for you. And then when they couldn't control how things played out for you, like, basically this person ran and hid. And, you know, they want to, there's this energy of feeling regret and remorse for what happened when it didn't have to go down that way. It didn't have to be that way. And guys, I just want to say too, cross watchers are more than welcome on my channel as well. So I don't know, I just feel like I need to say that right here. So, yeah, there was like, this person was trying to protect some aspect of themselves. So, trying to appear a way that they weren't. Like, you know, with the Emperor in reverse, I always get this energy of they're wanting to appear as a badass, right? Like, and this is anybody. If anytime the Emperor comes out in reverse, like, this person wants to appear as though they got their shit in order, but in reality, they're just trying to control their image to people outside of themselves. And they're really focused on that because they think that their future is based on how they appear. You know, and they're worried about, like, I'm getting an energy of worrying about money here. Like, worried about how money turned out here, you know, especially with these wands being held in the right hand. You know, right hand is about receiving money. And, you know, this came down to appearing a certain way so that someone could get a handout. Someone could get a leg up. Someone could have a better reputation than what was actually going on, because to tell the truth meant that they would have to be honest and vulnerable and potentially show themselves as they were. The Emperor in reverse. But that's the thing, I feel like you knew that. I feel like you saw through that. And that's the thing, when you saw through that, that's the problem. When you saw through that situation, this person just didn't know what to do, and so the only thing they could do was go silent. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. They wish that they could tell you they see you now. Like, they see how you were honest and you had a lot of integrity in the way that you showed up, and that they were so concerned about how they appeared to everybody that they were used to. Like, and I don't want you guys, look, we've got 3 aces coming out in your reading. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands here. Like guys, that's a lot of aces to have all at once. Like, this tells me that this person just gave up on a new beginning just because, like a beginning of actually having a connection, a friendship that was sustainable. And that's the thing, and it was like you guys saw through that. You saw through them, and that scared them, and that scared the situation. And so, you know, I feel like you guys maybe tried to reach out to them. You guys tried to make things better with them, and now they're watching as they saw how they were trying to appear a certain way to the people around them. And, you know, this is an unorthodox way of making money. Again, I'm so glad that the 7 of Coins came out when I said that this felt like money to me. With the right hand. You know, I see the right hand a lot in here. Right? And there was like a conceited energy here. Is like just wanted basically to pull the wool over your eyes so that they could appear a certain way. And then, and it didn't work. It didn't work the way that they thought it was going to. And with the Ace of Swords coming out here, it's like both ways. Like, they didn't want you to see the truth, but now they do want you to see the truth, and they're scared to tell you the truth. They're scared. Like, this is somebody who wants to say they're sorry for getting you involved in whatever they got you involved in. They do. They want to say they're sorry, but now they know that they can't come forward. Like this what they're saying is they know they can't come forward because now you're shining and you're succeeding. And it's like you completed a cycle that they were too afraid to complete. It's like when you left them, you just kept on your journey, and that's what they want to tell you. Like they kept watching your journey, they kept watching your growth, they kept watching you do the thing that you do best. So this could be a Scorpio, it could be an Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, another Taurus. It could be an Aries, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Guys, honestly, we've got everything out here except for all the earth signs. But really, it could be anybody. So, you know, the thing is that now to communicate means that they'd have to admit that they were wrong, and that scares them more than just staying silent. This could have been a potential soul family connection, but it was karmic. Like, they let karma play over again, and they didn't want to close up loose ends. Like, they didn't want to close up the fact that maybe they were surrounded by a lot of, so I heard it, judgmental people. People who were also trying to appear a certain way. People who were also trying to hold up a facade. They were just surrounded by a lot of people, and I feel like you weren't. I feel like you were very singular. Like look, it's interesting because you see Prudence here, right? And yes, there's this man here, but this is Prudence looking, and this is depicted as an old person. Okay, and I really hate that depiction because it just, to me, ever since I first saw Judgment, I always see Prudence looking at herself in the mirror and not like this man over here that's looking up towards Archangel. I believe this is Gabriel with the trumpet here, okay? But anyways, off track. This man is looking up here at the angel, and he's like listening to his guides, and it's like Prudence is looking at herself and seeing what it is that she's bringing to the table, right? And then from there, look, this is 20 to 21, right? So this is the next card. Now she's surrounded by her angels, and she's walking through the doorway, taking action, taking accountability for herself. And I feel like that's exactly what happened. It's like they watched you take accountability for yourself. It was like, you know, no matter how much they wanted to blame you for what happened in the situation, at the end of the day, as they watched you move on without them, they knew that there was nothing they could blame you for because you saw the truth. And how can you blame somebody for seeing the truth? Like, I mean, you can try to blame someone for seeing the truth, but at the end of the day, you know, like, the truth will set you free. And you know what? The truth isn't a sin, but it sure does make people uncomfortable. And that's exactly what you did. It was like you made this person really uncomfortable just by knowing the truth. And they didn't want to admit that you knew the truth because that meant that you might have known better than they did. Again, this neurotic need for approval. I gotta be approved. And now they're watching you find harmony. And there's a sense of jealousy here, sure. But it's like as you found harmony, it forced them into reflecting what it is that they brought there because they watched you reflect. They watched you own yourself. Like, it's like this person basically hurt you, but then they still watched as you owned yourself for being in the situation. Like, not being mad about it, not being upset, not blaming them for it, not being like, oh, well, it was only your fault. The whole reason I got hurt, you know, like they had one-sided love, but you still tried to love them. They were dealing with abandonment issues, but you still tried to be there for them. They were dealing with not wanting to be the one to take action, but you still tried to encourage them to do the best that they could, you know, and they just weren't in a place where they could accept your assistance. And look, we've got Cat Intuition 37, which is number 10, the completion of a cycle. Yeah, you guys were so intuitive in this situation. You guys knew again, with the Popess coming out, it was like you guys knew exactly what was going on. You saw behind the scenes. You saw it. And that's honestly, that's what irritates this person beyond. Okay, like that That's what irritates them the most, Taurus, is because you saw who they were. You saw them. You saw them for what they were doing in your life. And I feel like we got a lot of yellow energy coming through here, solar plexus energy, right? And because you saw them, you weren't afraid to take action. And you didn't do it in a malicious way. You were very calm about it. You were very collected about it. You were just like, you know, I really don't think this is the best thing for me. And that irritated them even more because they saw you guys still taking the high road, right? There's this song by Fort Minor, and it's like, it talks about that. Wow, I'm sorry, guys. Hold on just a second. Let me deal with that. So, anyways, back to the song I was talking about, guys. I did not look it up. I'm sorry. I should have looked it up while I had you on hold. But the thing is that it talks about taking the high road. And it's like, and it also talks about how people lie to make that shit sound cooler than it really is. And I can't remember. If I remember, guys, I'll put it down there. But it's Fort Minor. If you type in Fort Minor, the high road, like, it'll come up. I'm just like, tell you guys. So maybe you guys want to read those lyrics. They might resonate with you guys. But we've got number 7 coming out. It says the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. And I feel like this is what they're saying is like they saw you guys come from a place of love. Like even no matter how much they wanted to blame you guys for what had happened, no matter how much they wanted it to be your fault, like they just couldn't, because it was like you still always showed up from a place of integrity and honor and truth, and that's what hurt them the most. So I'm going to keep this here because it did come out in reverse, so I want to know what that is all about. Just so I remember. I don't usually read reversals on oracle cards, but it's interesting because this happened twice in these readings that it came out in reverse like that, like wanting to. So yeah, lightning, power, the duality. So that's the thing. They were very dualistic by nature. This person's stuck in the shadow side of themselves. They've been stuck in the shadow side of themselves for a long time. And they watched you guys get out of your own shadow and into a place of light and love. And so it's like you realize that this had to happen in order for you guys to complete a cycle. Like this is a huge completion. If you guys watch The Fool's Journey, it's like this is to enlightenment, right? Judgment, then the world, like the world is enlightenment. You've been enlightened. This is ascension, right? And so it's like you guys ascended after dealing with this situation, and they watched it. And they're like that, like they wanted to say that, oh, Taurus, you are the one that took my place. Like you took my ascension journey, but no, it's like no one can take your ascension journey. And you realize that. And it's just like you just showed up from a place of true integrity. And it was like you shocked them from such a way, like they just didn't know that nobody's ever shown up like that. Yeah. Woo. So we have 13. Interesting. 13 came out here too in this. So 13 might be a powerful number for you. We have connections and tarantula, and it came out in reverse. Like, again, it's almost like they're mad that they got connected with you, and they want to tell you that. Like, they want to tell you they're mad that you even came into their lives, like that they even gave you a chance. But if you notice here, it's like you're the one that released yourself from this. It's like you guys saw how sticky the situation was, but they didn't, with it coming out reversed, like they didn't want you to see how sticky the situation was. But again, this is like that admittance that your intuition was better than theirs. Okay, like this person is not, they don't want to appear as less than. Okay, they don't want to appear as less than. They want to appear as better than. And you just totally like squash that just by being yourself. Like no one can blame you for that. Like that's kind of crazy. That's someone who doesn't want to take accountability for their own actions, but that's what they want to tell you. They watched you grow and they're mad because you didn't fall for their trick. We have miracle and blessings. Everything has its gift. And so I feel like this is Source just telling you, like, no matter how the situation played out, like, you were gifted ascension, you were gifted blessings of enlightenment, and you were gifted blessings of new knowledge here. And this was a huge growth cycle for you guys, and they watched that, and that's part of the deal. Like, it's like they had to sit stuck where they were in this weird-ass connection with all these people that they're trying to get approval from when they could have had real love from you. Right? They could have had a real friendship with you. They could have had a real connection with you. that would have been beyond this world, but they threw that to the wind because they were still stuck in the 3D realm while you were trying to grow spiritually. You know, and that's the thing, like, on this journey, as much as I wish it was more people who take this spiritual journey, it's not. Like, the amount of people who are truly on the spiritual journey is so small compared to the people who say are on the spiritual journey. There's a lot of people who talk big game. But at the end of the day, their actions speak louder than their words. You know what? You can tell me until you're blue in the face that you're taking the spiritual journey, but what have you done to grow? You know, what have you done to change your life? Are you changing your actions? Are you a different person today than you were last year? Are you still making the same mistakes? And I bring it up as mistakes because if you're not observing your own actions, and that's why I'm not saying you, Taurus, per se. I'm just saying, like, this is the thing that people don't realize. Like, they're still doing the same habits. Like, this person did this habit for a long time in their life before you came around, and they still did the same habit when you came up. The difference is you realized this was a bad habit, and I don't need to be a part of this bad habit. I'm gone. You know, and this might not resonate with everybody because not all of you guys are going, and I'm sorry if this is being too honest, it's just the truth. Not everybody that watches these tarot readings is on the spiritual journey. As much as I wish I could say that you all were, because you guys, it's an amazing journey. But it is not for the weak-hearted, and too many people get turned down too many times that they refuse to continue with it because it's easier to go back to the things that they know that appear successful than to be beat down again and 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 again before you get risen up. Talk about a story. Think about Jesus, right? This is crazy. This has come out in every one of the fixed signs readings. Go out and mingle. Like, I feel like you guys have been alone on the journey. What did I say? Like, you guys are very solitary on this journey. That came out earlier, and this is just confirmation. Like, Source is telling you, go out and build a network. You've grown so much that you're going to attract people to you that are going to want to be in your life. It's going to be a moth to the flame. Yes, you are going to attract still some low vibrational energies, but you have the power of discernment. You got intuition and the Popess coming out together. Come on, guys. Look, you've done the work. Keep it up. Yeah, so for whoever this is resonating with, you guys definitely have done the work. Like, you're not just talking about it. A lot of people talk about it, but they're not about it, right? Because the work's too hard. The work means that you got to acknowledge the things about yourself that you don't like, and that people don't want to do that. People don't want to see their mistakes. People don't want to see the things that they've done wrong. Because that means that I'm less than perfect. But the truth of the matter is we're all human and we're all less than perfect. They promised soul healing, not a life together. Boom! Clarification. They came in to help you with ascension. That's clear here in the Judgment and the World card. And they know that. Like, their higher self is even telling you that. Like, I know that we got connected so that you could ascend, but their 3D egoic self is saying that they're mad at you because you totally saw past the facade. So they brought soul healing, and they think about you every damn day. You know, this person, whether you guys have been in contact or not, they stalk you. This person stalks you on Facebook, on Snapchat, on Instagram, on TikTok, on whatever it is that you guys are. You could be on YouTube too, whatever it is that you guys do. Maybe it's at work. This person, like, goes around the corner and hides and just looks at you from around the corner. Like, they're stalking you. They can't, like, they are mad at you, but they can't get enough, you know? And yeah, they're blown. Look, I'm not trying to do that, guys. Sometimes that just happens. And so they're blown away by you. And it makes them mad. And really, above all things, like, they're mad here. They're really mad because, and it's not you, it's them. Like, I want you to know, Taurus, it's not you, it's them. Like, they're just mad because you saw through the facade that no one else did. Everyone else fell prey to their little game that they have going on, and you didn't. And you put a kink in their plans, and that left them mulling about it. And you just, you went on. You're like, okay, bye. Like, this is not the end of my life. I've walked away. I've had to deal with so much. I've had to leave so much behind. Like, this is not the end of the world for me, but it was the end of the world for them. So ultimately, I mean, it's not the best message, but for you it is, because they want you to know that a reason you ascended so much was because it was like they brought you soul healing. Like, they helped you heal a lot of things from the past. And you know that, like, I don't feel like this is news to you, but I feel like it is confirmation that you've been looking for, like, still kind of wondering, why did they come into my life? Like, that's it. This person promised you healing, and that was it. So this is what I have for you guys. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow Taurians, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.